Hi, everybody. I hope everybody's having a good day. I'm not responsible if anybody gets hurt. Today I'm going to do a tarot reading on Donald Trump. I made another video of if you want to look up, it's 1 and 2, the Mpox, monkeypox. I had to do 2 parts because one of them, the thing fell, and I'm just learning how to do tarot and my thing. So, and tarot cards. So. Yeah, I'm an advanced beginner, and the thing falls down, so sometimes I have to do a second part. Hopefully not. If it is, hey, it is what it is. So I'm going to do today about Donald Trump, about his health. This is another one I made. I made a previous one, and I deleted it because someone didn't like it. Maybe how I did it, but I go by what the tarot cards say, so... And I'm learning. Like I said, I'm not. So entertainment purposes. What's going on with Donald Trump's health? What's going on? Can you tell me what's going on with his mental health, please? Can you tell me mental health with Donald Trump? Because he's saying things. He's calling Harris some nasty words that I do not mention. I'm going to do 4 cards, please tell me. Oop, my cards want to talk. All right. He says he's very his health is judgmental. It's not doing well. And he doesn't do boundaries. He doesn't know when to keep his mouth shut. And he's a direct communication. He talks, he's direct. He says what he wants, and he doesn't want, it doesn't feel like he's just, he says what he wants, and he doesn't care what other people think of him. And he thinks he's taking action, and he's creative. And he has a lot of self-confidence. So, his health, it doesn't really say. He says he has a lot of skills because before he was in politics, he was in the TV show The Apprentice. I'm going to fire you. So, yeah. And he betrays people, though. He betrays people, so you should watch out for him because he betrays you. He'll talk behind your back, or because he's a Gemini. Because Geminis are some, not all, but some are two-faced. Well, he's nice, but he'll put a knife. He'll talk nice to you, but then put a knife behind your back and do a switch. He'll be nice to you, but not really. He'll talk smack about you, like he did with Harris. But then again, he talks smack. So be careful. He talks smack about people. He tricks people, he goes behind the back. And he has new ideas of how the country should be. So I'm going to ask again, how is his health, Donald Trump health? Is it good his mental health? So he says, this person you can't really trust. He talks behind your back. He puts a knife in your shoulder blades. Yeah, he betrays you. He's deceptive. He talks behind your back. So, like I said, entertainment only. Yeah. How is his mental health? I'm going to do 4 cards on that. How is his mental health? It's not good. It says he's emotional loss, his emotions, his feelings, his memory is not going well. It's blocked. His memory blocked. He says things. He doesn't remember what he's saying. So he has empty thoughts. Sometimes he says something, or he's about to say something but he can't remember what he's saying. Wow, that's interesting. And he loves himself, like, oh, I love myself. Oh boy. He thinks he's very creative, though. He thinks he's block creative. Like I said, he says things that aren't the nicest things. He says things that are rude or noxious, like he has mad cow disease, and he says things that aren't very nice. It, and he and he's empty, like he doesn't say things that are very nice. He's very cruel and nasty, so he says cruel, nasty things in his emotions. He doesn't care about the people, and he struggles with, and he's overwhelmed. He's overwhelmed, and this is the Nine of Swords. I mean, Nine of Wands in reverse. He is on edge. He attacks people, goes after you and attacks you mentally, physically, and he gets defensive. If you say something nasty to him, he's very defensive. So he sounds like he's not all there, and he's fatigued. He's probably tired from traveling. He's mentally fatigued. He's tired because of all he has to say, and he thinks he travels a lot, and he has a fatigue and lack of motivation, like he's mentally, emotionally, and lack of commitment. He's not very committed anymore. He's lack of commitment. This is the Page of Pentacles. He's learning from failure. He thinks he's looking, don't get mad at me. He thinks he's learning from his failures of saying things and acting the way he thinks he's learning from failure. And he thinks he's very greedy. He's a very greedy person. He doesn't care about how he treats people. He doesn't care, and he's lazy on how he talks to people. He thinks he's above people. He thinks he's greedy. And this is the Death card in reverse. He's resilient to change. If your challenges goes on, he does delay. He's in delay. He says things and he doesn't do he's in delay. He's mentally in delay. He's not really there. So God, that sounds like he has Alzheimer's. Does he have Alzheimer's? I'm gonna look up. Does he have Alzheimer's or dementia or something? Because it says his memory is delayed and stuff. These are entertainment purposes. Is he in delay? Is his mental? Because it sounds like he isn't all there. Is he, I'm going to put that one card there, popped out. Is he mentally, not there? It says he is. It says his memory is going. Does he have Alzheimer's or dementia? 4 cards, please tell me. Does he have dementia? It says he's unfettered by love. He doesn't care about being loved. He doesn't care about what people think of him. He only cares about partnership, what he can do for his partners and what they can do for him. So he doesn't really care. He's attracted to his marriage somewhat. And he has self-doubt. Yeah. His lack of self-awareness. So he does have memory problems. It feels like he does have memory problems. So yeah, and he's very critical if someone would call him out saying, I think he has Alzheimer's, or I think he have dementia or something. He'd probably get pissed off. So yeah, his lack of self-awareness. He doesn't know that he probably doesn't know that he's saying things that aren't right. And he loathes people punishing him. He doesn't like people punishing him. So it doesn't really say that he's unfair to people. He judges people. He's not really there. He's unfair to people, lack accountability. He's not lack accountability toward his actions, like the way he comes across, and he doesn't feel, and he does feel a little guilty, but he also he's very dishonest. Feels guilty or dishonest. He's a very dishonest person. Yeah. He thinks he's doing it all. This is the 10 of Wands in reverse. He thinks he's doing all. He thinks he's a great person. He thinks he's carrying the burden of his memory and his health. Yeah. So it feels like he does have mental problems. It doesn't say I'm going to go a little further. Does he have Alzheimer's? Does he have Alzheimer's? I'm going to ask a little more. Does he have Alzheimer's? It says his memory, he is having memory problems. So that sort of, to me, sounds yes, but I guess when you're 80, you can also have memory problems. Doesn't mean you always have dementia. All right, four more cards. Does he have dementia? If it doesn't tell me then, I can't answer that. It says he lost opportunities. Losing opportunities. He's losing opportunities. This is the Page of Pentacles. He's losing opportunities, missing chances because of his memories. His memory is fogging. His memory is not, lack of planning. He's not doing good planning because he's not going to very many places to talk. How he does his talks, he's not doing very good. He thinks he's nurturing to the people who are voting for him. He thinks he's a good talker, and he's a good, he's good to the people voting for the Republican office. He thinks he's good for the people. And he also thinks, this is the Knights of Pentacles in reverse. He thinks he's feeling stuck in his work and he's bored, going to these rallies and talking to these people. He's bored. He's like, oh, he's bored, and he's work without reward. He thinks there's no reward to go into these things. He feels reward, and he thinks he's in debt. This is the Six of Pentacles in reverse. He feels like he owes money to people, like he's an unpet dead, like he doesn't have to pay people, like those people who are suing him. He doesn't think he should have to pay for it. It doesn't say he has Alzheimer's. I'm going to ask one more time. Does he have Alzheimer's? Two cards, and if it doesn't, it doesn't. No, I can't force the cards to say. Does he have Alzheimer's or dementia? It says he does have memory loss. All right. If it doesn't answer, it doesn't answer. It says he has mystery dreams, so he probably has fog memories, so he probably does have fears and anxiety, and he has subconscious memory problems, so he does have memory problems. He has the King of Wands. He's hasty in his decisions, and he's unattachable experience. So his memory is getting worse. So I'd say yes, even though these cards aren't specific. I think his memory is getting worse. It didn't say yes or no, but I do think his memories are getting worse because he's not saying the right things and stuff. The cards didn't say 100%, but in some of the cards it said his memory is getting worse. He's not being careful what he says. So I think he does have dementia. So even though it doesn't say 100%, but it does say that he's saying the wrong things, even though in the past he said worse things, but it's getting worse. His memory's getting worse. So yeah, he does. So I did the best I could. So yeah, he does have it. All right, now his physically. How is he physically? Mentally he's bad. Mentally, even though it doesn't say 100% he has Alzheimer's, because it didn't want to answer it, but it did say like I said, he has memory problems, and it's getting worse and worse and worse. So that tells me he is getting. So mentally, physically, how is he doing? Please tell me, Donald Trump or his advisor or his doctor or whoever, how is he physically doing? Walking, because I see him, holding on to things like sitting. Is he okay sitting, or is he having trouble? Is he falling? Like you show Joe Biden falling over things. Is he doing that? We know he's saying things. Donald Trump. Please tell me. Please tell me. Tell me. Okay. Lack of directions. Yeah, this is lack of directions. They're not happy on how it's going. They're not happy on how his he's, his brain's not working the way his body is not working. Lack of directions. He doesn't know, when he goes to the speeches, should he walk left, should he walk right? His body's not doing well at all. It's lack of, and he does self-belief. He doesn't believe his health is getting worse. He thinks it's getting better. He's saying, "Oh, I'm not going to worry about it." He thinks he's creating. He wants to avoid. He thinks he's creating conflict with his health. With his health is getting worse. Like his legs and his arms and his legs are getting worse. They're not working better. They're getting worse. And his creative conflict with his body isn't working the way he wants to. The way he walks, the way he moves around, he feels like he's getting worse. This is the Page of Wands. It's getting worse. His health is getting worse. Lack of term vision. This is the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like a long-term wisdom, with about his health. He doesn't feel like he's getting better. He's not. He thinks he's distracted about his health. He's distracted about his health, and lack of long-term vision. He doesn't think his health is getting better, even though he has lack of feeling about his health. And also, there's a dark side about the Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. He feels like his finances are getting worse, and his health is getting worse. Making money isn't going the way he wants to. I feel like it's getting worse. His money, asking people for money to help him becoming a Republican. I think people don't want to do that. Help him out. Like, I'll scratch your back. I think failure and money-wise, and lack of stability about his health. He can't do the money-wise. He doesn't feel like lack of resources. The money's not coming to the way he wants it. He wants to, have money the way he wants it, but he doesn't want to do the money. Lack of resources. He doesn't have money anymore. He used to have money to buy things, but he doesn't have the resources to spend it anymore. He says, "I don't want to spend it anymore," And he's hoping victory his physically health will get better. He's hoping his physical health, like he'll walk better, he'll talk better, he'll get better. He's hoping that. And he's have self-confidence, like, I can get better, my health can get better, I can physically get better. And and he believes in traditions, like, the way our family is, like back in the 50s and 60s. He wanted things from the back, not from the present. He wants to live back in the traditional way from the 50s, 60s, follow the rules, and you'll be fine. You can't, he doesn't want people to question his health. In the way he's coming across. He doesn't want anybody to question his health. So they want it to be old-fashioned way. And he wants wisdom, and they want him to be forgiven for the way he's acting. They want people to forgive his mental and physically how he's acting. So, his health is deteriorating mentally and physically. So is there anything else you want to tell us? Doctors of Donald Trump or him? He doesn't want people to know. So, can you, doctors of Donald Trump, or people, anybody gonna, anything else you want us to know from Donald Trump? Please let us know. I'm gonna do 3 cards. Please tell us. 3 cards, please. About anything else you want to know. He's hoping to recover from being sick and mentally and physically. He wants to recover from finances. He wants to make more money. Like maybe he'll write a book, or he'll and he has financial loss. He's losing a lot of money from his campaigning. I think he wants more money. He says, "Oh, I deserve it," but he's losing a lot of money. He might be going into poverty, like he doesn't have enough money because people don't like him. They don't support him very much. People don't want to give money to him. And he's about to say, "Oh, I'm sure if you want my vote, you have to give me." You see the commercials with him. You have to give money to me. So they think he should be, they feel like he should have the sympathy vote. Yeah, they think he's great. So they think he's courage. They think he's passionate, and compassion. Like, "Oh, we think you're great. We think you're a great role model, Donald Trump. We just think you're great." And we have inner strength. They think he's going to do a good job his health is going to be getting better. They think he's going to get better. His health is going to get better. He'll be able to become president. He thinks he can become president. This is what he thinks. Entertainment purposes. He thinks he's going to get better. The doctors will find a cure to make him feel better. He thinks he's going to get better. And he focus opportunities. He thinks he's compassionate. That's what they think. This is the Nine of Cups in reverse, the lack of inner joy. He's struggling with inner joy of his health because he feels depressed. I think he has a lot of depression, Donald Trump, about his health and his memory, and how he's talking about Harris and everything. Lack of, yeah. And he's just, his health is defunctioning because it's not going well. And he's trying to find inner happiness. He's trying to be happy, running for president. He's trying to be happy. I'm going to ask, are we going to find out the truth about Donald Trump's health in the future? Are we going to find out about his health, how his health is declining? Are we going to find out the truth about Donald Trump's health? Are we going to find out? This is entertainment purposes only. I don't know what it will say. I'm going to ask. Are we going to find out the truth about Donald Trump's health, or are we going to be in the dark in the future? All right. Are we going to find out the truth? Yes, we're going to find out the truth sooner or later. He has an addiction, maybe also with his health. With drinking, he drinks a lot, and he overindulgence on alcohol. He's addicted to alcohol. I think he drinks a lot and doesn't want people to know that. And his health is deteriorating. I feel like his health is like he drinks a lot. He maybe takes medicine to make him feel better, self-medicate himself. And he has addictions to something and he wants to self-help himself. Maybe he takes medicine to make the pain go away. That's how I feel. That's the temperance in reverse. And he wants people to think he's still great shape, and he wants a fake saying, "Oh, I'm in great shape. I'm wonderful. I have nothing wrong with me." Just don't believe what you hear from Harris. My health is in good shape. I'm gonna do better in the future. Don't mind what they say. If I am a little sick, I'll get better. I'll recover. And this is a Hierophonics. He thinks like I said, he's into tradition. He doesn't want to, he wants to live back in the 50s and 60s where women, stay home, and he doesn't believe in tie genders. He's not crazy about gays and in the civil rights movements. He's more back in those times, he thinks back in the 50s and 60s. He believes in traditional ways of living. He doesn't want, and he thinks, don't get mad, he wants to celebrate. He thinks he's going to travel and go different places to make him feel better. Maybe he'll go and try for treatments to make him live longer for his memory. I'm going to look 2 cards for that. Is he going to try to look for alternative medicine to keep him alive longer because of his health is deteriorating? Is Donald Trump going to look for 2 cards? Is he going to look for alternative medicine to keep him alive longer because his health is failing? I'm going to look 2 cards. 2 cards. Is he gonna go to, because it says he's traveling, because he knows his health is gonna, eventually he'll know his health isn't, the doctors are gonna tell him what he doesn't want to know, and he's gonna have to travel to go and find his health, getting places to get better treatment. Is he gonna go to, like, I don't know, out of the country to find better alternative medicine than here? Maybe he'll go to, I don't know, Sweden, or I don't know, other countries that have better medicines and stuff. Please tell me. Two cards. Is he gonna... It says he has emotional loss. He's blocked, creative, emotionally. So his memory is totally gone. He's blocked. His memory's blocked. His memory is getting worse. He's getting worse. He'll say worse things. His memory is going bad. And yeah, and he's going to get worse. As time goes on, his health is going to, people are going to question more and more about his health. Should he run for president and stuff like that? Yeah. And his emotions. He's going to say more weird stuff too, and his emotional balance. He thinks he still thinks he's a good leader, and he'll still do the fight even though he's in bad shape. He'll still say, "Oh, I'm good shape." So will he ever? I'm going to do 1 card. Will he ever drop out of the Republican race because of his health? Actually, I'm going to do 2 cards. Is he going to drop out at all because of his declining health? I'm going to do 2 cards. Is he going to be doing declining health? He thinks people are going to judge him if he left and say, "Oh, you quit because of your health." He'll feel judged. Like, "Oh, I don't want to be judged," you know? And, you know, he also, he wants people to forgive him for what he says. He'll say, "Oh, you can't blame me because of my health." Also, I think he'll think people should forgive him for what he says. He'll say, "Oh, I'm sorry for what I said. I'm having memory problems. I'm having problems. Forgive me for what I say. It's not my fault." He'll never take, you know, he'll judge, you know. He'll release his fears of having problems. I'm going to ask 2. I know I said, oh, this is the end, but I'm interested. Is he a narcissistic? The way it came across is very thing. I'm going to do 3 cards. Is he a narcissistic person? This is entertainment purposes. Is he a narc? And then that's all I'm going to ask. Because if it doesn't clear, then it isn't meant to be, but hopefully it will. Is he a narcissistic person? Donald Trump, please tell me. 3 cards. Doesn't say. He inner feelings. He cares about him. He cares about him a lot. He's codependent on himself. This is the Queen of Cups in reverse, so he loves himself. He's insecure because of his health, though. He's like, "Oh God, I'm getting worse," and he doesn't want to admit it. He doesn't want to admit his health is getting worse, and he's codependent on other people. He doesn't want to be. He's going to be codependent on medicine to keep him alive and his memory. So he'll probably take experiment drugs to keep him alive. And he's overly emotional, and he can be influenced, and he's bitchy. This is what the cards say. I'm just reading the cards. If you want to see, it says bitchy. Here. If you want to freeze it, it says bitchy. So he can be cold-hearted. He's nasty. He's mean. He calls people the bitch. I'm just saying what the cards say. Don't get mad. I'm just reading what the card says. It says bitchy. He's cold-hearted, cruel, bittersweet. I'm just reading it in reverse. This is the Queen of Swords in reverse. Yep. It was overly emotional. He gets nasty. He gets mean. He says B-I-T. He's a B-I-T-C-H-Y. So I'll say it like that. He says cruel. He's a mean person. And it says he's also nurturing. And the people who is voting for, who would vote for him, the people, who are still for Trump, he thinks he's like the cat's meow. He thinks he's great. So he thinks he's great. He thinks he would work. He would do financing well for the Republican Party. He thinks if you vote for him, he'll work hard for you. But he's also a bitch. Don't get mad at me. I'm just reading what the card said. I don't want people to get mad at me. This is entertainment purposes. Yep, this card says, so, yep, yeah. So he is a narcissistic. It didn't say outright, but it said he only cares about himself. He can be a bitch, and he's nasty, he's cold-hearted. So this is what the card said, so don't get mad at me. I'm just reading what the card say. So into my next video, I might make a upcoming video on Donald Trump's further health and what's going to happen, maybe a part 2, and other people's health. So don't get mad. Like I said, entertainment purpose only. To my next video, take care and bye.